Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, and thank you for your comments. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. This is Senator Chris Murphy. He serves on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. When the president appoints someone to a position outside of the United States, the Senate has to confirm that person. This is Brent Bozell. The president has appointed him as ambassador to South Africa. So he had to go before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee to be confirmed. Now, he is being confirmed to be the ambassador to South Africa. Now, keep that in mind as I share this article with you. And this is from an online publication called Alternate. Trump ambassador nominee won't say if he believes Black Americans should be allowed to vote. So he's being confirmed to be ambassador to South Africa, but now they have switched the questioning around to ask him if he believes that Black Americans should be allowed to vote. President Donald Trump's nominee to be ambassador to South Africa this week refused to say whether he would support or oppose repealing laws allowing Black Americans to vote. Now, need I remind you that the 15th Amendment to the United States of America gave Black men the right to vote. So to take the right from Black men to vote away from them would entail overturning a constitutional amendment. Donald Trump cannot undo a constitutional amendment. No matter how many times they try to make you think he can, he can't. The 19th Amendment gave American women the right to vote. Black women are American citizens. We have the right to vote. Donald Trump cannot undo this. So back to the article. During a Thursday Senate confirmation hearing, Senator Chris Murphy, Democrat, Connecticut, asked Trump nominee Brent Bozell, a right-wing media critic and founder of the Conservative Media Research Center, about his support for Trump administration plans that limit refugee admissions almost exclusively to white South Afrikaners. Senator, I don't make that policy, Bozell replied. Murphy, however, did not accept this attempt at evasion. If I were to ask this question of virtually any nominee to be an ambassador prior to this panel, that would be an easy layup answer. No, of course we don't support having a refugee policy where we only admit white people, said Murphy. So why can't you give me your personal view on that? Because, Senator, I am here to serve America and do what the president is asking me to do, Bozell said. Murphy then asked him if he would support bringing back laws in this country to only allow white people to vote. Bozell again refused to answer. And where I can agree that Senator Murphy is asking important questions, the thing about it is these questions don't do anything to move the needle for what Black people are asking of the Democratic Party. So these are questions these are really gotcha questions that he's asking this man, Bozell. And they don't accomplish anything other than to just Okay, I got you there. You don't know how to answer, or you're afraid to answer. But anyway, let's move on. Senator, I'm going to serve as ambassador to South Africa, and I'm going to focus on that, he said. You will not share your personal views on whether it is right or wrong to reinstate discriminatory policies in this country to prevent Black people from voting, Murphy pressed. See, the first time he didn't say Black people, he would just say only allow white people to vote. Now he's invoking Black people. So there are other people in this country besides white people and Black people. But notice he didn't say non-white people. He specified Black people. And that is what I take issue with. They are always trying to set up a situation where Black people will have to push back or fight against something. So he's being questioned about something to do with South Africans, but now this Democratic senator has switched it around to something to do with Black Americans. See, this is a sleight of hand. Democrats know that the election is coming up in 2026 and they want to take back the House. So they need Black voters out there voting. So he's going to take an opportunity to try to put a Republican, a conservative Republican, on the spot, trying to get him to say that he doesn't think Black Americans should be allowed to vote. It's not really even on the table right now. But that's what he's trying to do so he can grab some headlines that, oh, this man doesn't believe Black Americans should have the right to vote. And then we're supposed to get all upset about it. But let's go on. Senator, my personal views are irrelevant, Bozell insisted. I am serving here to do what the president is asking me to do in South Africa. Murphy rejected his premise, however, and informed Bozell that the entire point of the Senate confirmation process was to learn more about a nominee's personal views so that senators can make informed decisions about their qualifications. We wouldn't have this process if your personal views were not relevant, Murphy said. That is pretty stunning that you will not share your views, not only on whether we should have a refugee admissions process that is race-based, but you won't share your personal views on whether we should reimpose discriminatory treatment against Black Americans. That is absolutely relevant to your qualifications to serve. And your refusal to answer it, I hope, is something that every member of this committee will think about. Well, I think it's a relevant question. Do you think that Black Americans should be denied the right to vote? That's a relevant question. It does speak about his character and what he thinks about American citizens, but it doesn't have anything to do with him being confirmed to be the ambassador to South Africa. I wish these Democrats were as concerned about how Black people feel about things and what Black people think about things as they are about asking white Republicans what they think about things to do with Black Americans. Because that's what's irrelevant to me. It doesn't matter what the Republicans think because we already know what they think. What we need to know is when are the Democrats going to engage Black people in a meaningful way and listen to the concerns of Black people and come up with some solutions to the issues and problems that Black people speak about. That's what I wish they would do. This whole thing about trying to play got you with Republicans might make them feel better and it might work in their districts when people get ready to vote, but it doesn't really do anything for Black Americans. And Black Americans have been loyal, and we are loyal. I want to be a good Democrat. I want to vote for the Democratic Party because right now, with the Republican Party, even though I do like some of the things that they are doing, but that's not my party. I know these people. I live among these people, and I know what they think about Black people. And it's not that I think the Democrats think any better, but, six in one hand and half a dozen in the other. But I do believe that the Republicans can be more diabolical than the Democrats when it comes to actually doing things against people. Now that's what I think. And you may not agree with me, and we can agree to disagree. But anyway, thank you for listening to the video. Let me know what you think and have a good evening.